Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Carl Joshua and this is the Wordsmith YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me, especially after the last video. We had a lot of fun together going through SOS by Dimash Kudaibergen, and we're not going to be any different on this occasion, where we're going to be covering Stranger, a much requested song from you, my beloved subscribers, as well as my beloved listeners and watchers in the comment section. Thank you so much for your requests. It was extremely helpful as well to read all of your comments and just hear so much about Dimash and his journey, what he's into, what he's like as a human being. And it seems like he's quite an outstanding human being, so that's great too. It matches his talent. And I've learned so much about his talent and how he's come to cultivate it. And really, the dude is next level. I mean, I've heard about his practicing regimen, how he got to where he is. And yes, there's a natural God-given gift that he has in terms of his vocal ability, but to hear the way he exercises that, I mean, in the industry, you often hear about people who have potential but squander it, or never even try to develop it even further. Not the case with Dimash. He's actually developed it and then some. This is a man that sings in over 12 languages and is proficient in over 11 instruments. And he practices singing at least 3 hours a day with different vocal coaches. He also swims a lot, which increases your lung capacity for air. And that demonstrates his breath control, which is quite phenomenal. And of course that brilliant vocal that he has, I mean, that's just otherworldly, to be honest. So really excited to dive into this one. I had so much of fun in the last video, so if you guys didn't see that, please click on the thumbnail at the end of this video on the end screen and it should take you to that. But for now, let's just dive straight into Dimash Kudaibergen's 2021 performance from New Wave, his song Stranger. So let's dive straight into it. That's a very cool instrument. Igor Krutoy. That's the composer he frequently partners up with. Oh, the drama. It's awesome. Oh, breathy. There you go. Stranger in a stranger's land. Perfect breath control. You chance to know who I am if I have this strength. Good vibrato. Oh, that was good. That was good. That was good. So what he did there was super. By the way, that entire part was just awesome, fantastic. So there's so many things that he did there, and it's a tremendous demonstration once again of breath control. And the breath control that he has, well, he starts off. It's a very breathy or aspirate onset. I should probably explain what that is. In sound engineering, there's 3 things. There's an onset, there's a sustain, and there's offset. So onset is how you start making a particular sound. A sustain is how you maintain that specific sound at a certain volume, the same volume. and then an offset is how you end that sound. That's about as basic as I can put it. Now, what Dimash is doing here is he's producing an extremely breathy or an aspirate onset. And essentially what he's doing is he's picking that to sort of pull out whatever color he wants at any given time. Now, obviously with a very breathy onset, you're very soft, you're demonstrating a lot of vulnerability in the vocal, and you're telling the story of the song through the texture of your voice. And he's doing that so beautifully and so perfectly. And I think you would have seen, as he was emerging from the back, walking toward the front, his hand actions, his movement, and there's an economy to his movements, by the way. And it's telling the story of a stranger. And it's just such good stage presence and such excellent awareness of the song lyrics. He's not just concerned about his vocal ability, because he's got that nailed down. I think that's the easiest thing for him. But also he wants to produce a show for the audience. And he's doing that so well. This is so well done. Also, you'll notice when he ended off that last note, he was going with a very slow, very consistent vibrato throughout that sort of breathy onset. And when he ended it off, he didn't go with the vibrato. He straight toned it. Again. And that's, again, the control that the man has over his vocal track is unbelievable. So let's continue. The song is such a vibe, man.
Somewhere in my heart, in ancient times, I wandered through these valleys. I have climbed them on these hills.
I shouldn't be surprised given what I saw in the first video. But man, that was awesome. I love it so much. Oh gosh. I'm having a crisis. Okay, so what that was
extremely low.
I think he's going down into his, he's going into his bass notes. And I thought he was a tenor, countertenor. Well, I did see elements of that in the last video. Tenor, countertenor, soprano, mezzo, those types of things. Now he's got bass as well. So that was C2. So he's gone down into the second octave, which is just so impressive in contrast to seeing and hearing the E6 in his soprano voice from SOS in the last video. So the fact that you can travel that far vocally is just mind-blowing. And then also something else that he did, it was really cool and very creative, is that he changed the timbre on his voice when he said wander. He added elements of vocal fry, and really he just entered into the subharmonic quality of his voice in order to produce that sound. He wasn't going lower, he just changed the texture of his voice, which is just, it's so creative, and it shows such a versatility in his voice. And I'm going to try not to say versatility, I'll change the word, I promise. But yeah, there is a uniqueness to his voice that he is so well adept at demonstrating at any given time, whenever he wants, however he wants to. He's just so good, guys. He's just so good. He's so good I could faint. But anyway, I've never heard him go that low. Obviously, I've only heard one song prior to this. But yeah, so the dude's got it all. And he changes to the mixed voice. Vibrato, strong vibrato. Yes. So he transitioned from that extremely low second octave into his mixed voice. It was just perfect, stunning, beautiful. Not much more that needs to be said to that. And I do actually have to stop this video every 20 to 25, sometimes even 30 seconds because of the crazy copyright restrictions on these videos. So yeah, for those of you who may complain, this is the nature of it. So hope you guys can bear with me though. Ooh. That one in the middle there is on the super high harmony. You can tell by the positioning of her mouth. I love that instrument. Oh, what are you doing? Nice. Okay. There's the soprano again. That's so high. Oh my gosh. And then you go back down. Okay.
New ground underneath my feet. Stranger in a stranger's land. New chance, don't know who I am if I have this strength to begin.
I'm gonna pause it there because there's stuff I want to talk about there. That whole section, the 4 parts that he did, where he just radically changed the texture, the sound, the volume. Well, not so much the volume, but he was just so fluent through all of that. That first part was just really beautiful control throughout his vocal quality, and he was changing his resonance tube to produce the different types of colors that he wanted at any given time. The second part there, that sounded more like cultural. Yeah, it sounded more like a cultural vocal technique that he was doing. It was super high pitched, and then it was sort of bouncing in and out between, well, certain phrases like a hey hey hey, and I'm not going to try it because I know I can't do it. And yeah, it was just so stunning. And I'm supposed to be finding words, but it's the constant thing with this guy. It's like I know what he's doing. It's just I'm struggling to find words to explain what he does, because I never thought a person could do that in one song. And then he goes into his soprano range after that cultural bit of vocal technique that he was displaying, which was stunning. He goes into his soprano, and he's just wailing up there, and it's just such perfect control, and you can tell there's control because he's throwing some vibrato on it, which is stunning. Once again, really, really good. And then, as if it's nothing, he just drops back down. So just to explain something to you guys, I know a lot of us get super excited when one of our favorite artists who is quite capable and have a proficiency with their vocal control, a lot of them can hit a high note in the 6th or the 7th octave, and they will end the song with that, because it is so difficult to come back down after hitting that high note and to maintain control of the lower register once you're coming down. So they tend to end it on a high. But with Dimash, he's about 4 minutes in, the song isn't done yet, he hits the high note, and immediately, within a second, maybe half a second, he's all the way back down. Again, tremendous control of his instrument, phenomenal control of his instrument. And I don't know a singer that can do that. I really don't. So this is awesome. I'm loving this. Let's get back into it. Proper belting. How long are you holding that? Oh my gosh.
Dimash Kudaibergen!
Indeed he is. My gosh, that was phenomenal. So that was his F sharp 5 on a mixed voice, just belting that thing till the cows come home. That was just fantastic. I'm kind of curious, how long did he hold that? What? So that was 18 seconds. That is just unbelievable. I don't know. Wow. That's amazing. It was leading to that F sharp 5 mixed belt. There was a lot of things that he did. There was a bit of distortion in his voice as well. I don't know if you heard it, but if we can go back to it and I could show it to you, that'd be pretty cool. And there was a bit of staccato there as well. So there's that bit of distortion, very rocky. And there was the staccato, who I am. And then of course this beautiful belt. F sharp 5 all the way and going and going. Oh, I mean, what can you say to that? That's just, you know what? I'm running out of adjectives, so I'm just gonna say it's Dimash. It's Dimash. That's what it is. It is what it is. I know you guys want me to find words, but Dimash is fine. Dimash is the right way to describe when something is good. Like if something is good or something amazing just happened, just say Dimash. Just say Dimash. Works. It's fine. Well, look, I would say I'd give that 10 out of 10. I would give SOS 10 out of 10. This was just, again, the range, the absolute range of his voice is just ridiculous. He is the man of many octaves and clearly multiple vocal techniques. He incorporates so many different genres into one song that for someone who's musically inclined to react to his songs and to do a good job, you're either going to have to really know your stuff because he's incorporating techniques from so many different genres that it'll either force you to learn something new, or you'll just witness something completely new, all on its own. And that's perfect. That's what you want in music nowadays. And there's a lot that I want to say about Dimash, because he is sort of the, well, he's a vocal rarity. I said in the previous video that he's an alien. And I don't mean that to be weird or anything, but when he sings the song Stranger, it sort of lends to that type of thing. And really, from just observing his ability through his songs, the 2 songs that I've listened to, it's abundantly clear that he can do things that's just so, I don't want to say unnatural, he can do things that seem impossible to the normal vocalist and even to the good vocalist. Someone who's got like maybe about 3 octaves at their disposal where they can just, you know, demonstrate their vocal quality across that range. And then you come with a guy like this who has 7 octaves. And in a way, as someone who is a musician, someone who's studying vocal theory, it's, I mean, number one, you marvel at this. You marvel at the fact that this is indeed possible. But then also, because you, as a musician, you're so critical of yourself. You take a step back and just think, oh, I am quitting. But yeah, most of the first part, but there's a part of me that's thinking, oh, he exists in the world, why do I even bother? And really, he's just a wonder. He should be a world wonder, in all honesty. I've never heard a voice like this. I think this is the type of voice that comes around once every 500 years. Yeah, this man was born to sing. Actually, I would say he is about as good at singing as I am at walking, or drinking water, or sleeping. But yeah, he is crazy good at what he does. He is phenomenal. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and drop a comment down below. Let me know what song you'd like me to react to next and to do some analysis on. It would be my absolute pleasure. I've had so much of fun through this series of just looking at Dimash videos. I've got a series of videos coming out in the future, not necessarily having to do with music, but there will be some that will. Until our next time together, guys, take care of yourself. Have a wonderful week. Be kind, be loving, be gentle, and be respectful to one another and help each other out. Otherwise, you take care now. Cheers, guys.